So my name's Jemma Mellerio. I'm a dermatologist working in London at Guy's and St Thomas's Hospital. I've been involved with EB work really for over 25 years, working with children and with adults who have EB and other genetic skin diseases. I think EB's unlike any other condition that I've ever come across. If you imagine somebody with EB, every single day of their life has pain, discomfort. They don't get any reprieve. It's not like you have a holiday, you have a few days off for a couple of weeks in the summer to walk away from EB. It's always with you. It's how you live your life, having to make adjustments and to live with the EB as being part of you, but getting on and doing the best that you can. You can't imagine what it's like to have large raw areas of skin, how painful that is, how itchy it is as it's healing up. If you then add blisters in the eyes, blisters in the mouth, sort of long-term problems with your mobility and so on, I think it's quite a lot for people to get their head round. Treating EB can be very frustrating, because I think with the best will in the world, what we can offer is largely supportive. So we can think about the direct effects of EB, the effects on the skin, the blisters, the wounds. We can think about the effects on the linings of the body, the soreness and the blisters in the mouth or in the eyes, the esophageal strictures that limit what people can eat. But it's also about the downstream things as well. If you've got lots of wounds in EB, you get a lot of inflammation, and that can lead to anemia. It makes you feel exhausted all the time. It can lead to your bones becoming thinner, which can predispose to fractures. And it can just make you feel rubbish if you've got a lot of inflammation going on. And so the treatments that I've got at the moment, what can I do? So I can try and improve the wound healing. So we can have special dressings, we can try and deal with colonisation and infection of those wounds. But I haven't got anything that will make those wounds go away and heal up speedily, you know, and become strong, become like normal skin. I can try and focus on people's symptoms. So things like pain and itch, we know these are the biggest problems for people living with EB. But often what I can offer in terms of analgesics, paracetamol, Nurofen, morphine, often it doesn't adequately treat the pain that somebody with EB has. And itch, you know, it's a terribly disabling symptom to have, but if you imagine that on the background of somebody with EB and fragile skin, the last thing you want to be doing is scratching, because that causes more damage, more blisters, more wounds. But what we've got, the treatments that we've got for itch, don't really cut it. They're not effective in the way that we'd want them to be. So although we try our best to ameliorate the symptoms that people have got, really it's not as good as we would like it to be. It's not bringing people the relief that they deserve. I think the area of drug repurposing is really exciting. Our hands are a bit tied in the UK. I can't say, well, you've got itchy EB, I want to give you this drug. I can't get funding for it. It's not how the NHS works. The NHS is brilliant for lots of things, and we're great in this country. It reimburses people their dressing costs, and all of that kind of thing is covered and paid for. But what I can't do is to apply to give a drug that has no sort of track record or no proven benefit to it. So that's frustrating. But what you really need to know is this drug effective? You need to be able to prove that, and that's where clinical trials are absolutely essential. And if it does it help everybody with EB, or are there particular subgroups? Should we be targeting this person or that person with this particular drug? And so those are really massive research questions, and that's why we need to raise money. We need to look at these issues properly so that I will have the evidence base to go to the commissioners and say, this really works, let's use it.